Greetings, true collectors. I am your host DARTH KIFOR and I am back. After almost 2-year hiatus, it's finally time to resurrect DARTH KIFOR's Headhunter reviews and get back into the reviewing game. If it's not obvious from my choice of avatar, I am obsessed with all things Star Wars. I've been a fan ever since I was 6 years old, but I didn't get into collecting Star Wars until late into my teens. It sort of got me started with the whole collecting as a hobby. One of my lifelong dreams has been meeting an actor from the original trilogy, and at 2017 HothCon, which is a cozy little Finnish science fiction convention organized by my friends at the Headhunter store, that dream finally came true when I had the honor of meeting the Boba Fett himself, Jeremy Bullock. My brother and I had a pleasant 10 to 15-minute chat with him, and he proved out to be really amiable British gentleman. It seemed like he was actually interested in hearing what you had to say, and he really seemed to want to be there, which is not inevitable in these signings. He was a very likable person, and was not deterred by my disability in any way, and treated me like a regular, normal person. We would have talked for even longer, but we were starting to get some angry looks from down the line, so we had to set him free. He also signed a 8x10 and Black Series SDCC exclusive Boba Fett figure I had brought with me, but refused to take any payment for it, which was very nice of him. I want to thank Headhunter Store and HothCon for giving me the chance to meet him. I never imagined that my dream could actually become reality, but thanks to you it finally did. And for that I am truly grateful. Okay, enough jibber jabber, let's get on with the review. I wanted to start my comeback with a bang, and review something special for you guys. And inspired by my meeting with the man behind the mask, I finally decided to take the plunge, and acquire the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Deluxe Boba Fett figure I had been drooling over for a while now. For some reason I have reviewed only one Star Wars figure so far, but now it's time to fix that grievance. Now this is something pretty new to me. I haven't had a whole lot of Star Wars figures of this scale and quality before, so I am pretty keen to check out this figure offering. Especially since I've always been a fan of the fantasy bounty. So let's check this dude out. This particular version of Fett captures the look of the character, as he appeared in Return of the Jedi. Head sculpt is really awesome on this guy. They did a great job of capturing the look of the mask. Has got the black visor going across the eyes there, and it's done in a kind of glossy black, and it has a really nice shine to it. It's a very cool look, very medieval looking there in the head sculpt. There is some really nice small details kind of molded in there. I also really like that articulated little viewfinder thingy on his helmet. You can move it up and down and pose it in different ways. That's pretty nice. Now, rest of the costume is also very nicely done. It's a combination of armored pieces and nice cloth clothing. You can see he's got some cool chest armor there across the top of his chest. You can see he does have a nice cut at the torso and swivel joint at the waist underneath the jumpsuit. Even though he's wearing a cloth outfit, it doesn't hinder the motion too badly. Really nice. He's also got nice little shoulder pads which are good and loosely fitting, so they don't limit any of the articulation in his arms. There's a great range of movement there. And he's got this great cloth clothing underneath that has all kinds of great little details. You can see there's lots of great little pouches in his utility. The belt is non-removable, and the pouches don't open up, but they still look really good and they are very nicely detailed. Little touches like that really bring some realism to this outfit. And then the pants he's wearing are kind of military-style cargo pants. They are in that same style gray color. That does match up with the rest of the figure, and you can see again he's got pockets on the thighs, along the back, and lots of great detailing, such as the sticking and all of the great work that's put into it. The green cape is made out of some really nice lightweight cloth there, and you can see it's very nicely tattered and torn at the bottom, which looks really cool. Cape has a nice bendy wire around the outsides of the cape, which is going to be really helpful while posing it around. You can almost give it kind of like a windblown look. Or you can bend it and make it fall down right behind his back. Mixing it with the articulation makes this guy a really nice looking addition for your display shelf. I think the overall look of this figure is very cool. This is just a really well done piece, and it's very realistic looking. At the back he has the jetpack. It's a separate piece and bit of a paint to put on. There are two little plastic brackets at the back, where you can hang the jetpack from, but it's really hard to get them to line up with hooks on the jetpack because the brackets are so flimsy. I am afraid that after some time they are just gonna break. Those kind of pieces that carry such a big load really should be made out of more robust material. Luckily there is also a magnet on the back to lock it in place and take some of that weight off. It's got a vivid paint job and great intricate sculpt. There's lots of great detailing going on. His jetpack looks very worn and there's impressive amount of weathering on it. They almost went overboard with the paint apps. You can see lots of scuffs and paint scratches everywhere. There's even some nice burn marks on the rocket launcher. Let's go ahead and talk about the articulation on this guy, because I do think he has pretty good range of motion. All of the articulation is nice and fluid, and joints are good and tight, so you can really get some awesome poses out of the figure, which is gonna play perfectly with all of the accessories that are included. It feels very solid, and all the joints move very well, so he feels like a very nice, sturdy quality figure. Now, let's talk about accessories. High-quality figure like this needs to include bunch of accessories, and luckily he's got that covered. Just look at all of this stuff. First of all, he comes with his trademark blaster rifle. This is a very nicely detailed weapon. It's made from one solid piece of plastic, and there's no moving or removable parts. Once again, Hot Toys has done an exceptional job with the detailing. This looks like real-life movie prop. It has a beautiful paint job, with great gunmetal silver paint apps on the barrel, and nice wood-like texture on the stock. But just like with the hands, I wish they would have added some marks of wear and tear on the piece, so it would better match with the worn-out look of the armor. Figure also includes a set of tools. They are sculpted nicely, but they've been painted with a very simplistic gray color. I wish the tools had more detailed paint job. but they are mostly hidden in the leg pockets, so I don't mind the lack of detail. But if you are into customizing, it's an easy fix. Figure comes with an assortment of interchangeable hands. In addition of the trigger hand, it comes with a cup hand designed to support the blaster barrel, 2 closed fists, 2 relaxed hands, and finally, a slightly open hand to hold some of the accessories. It's very easy to change these hands, so let me show you that real quick. All of the hands are on a peg system. And, as you can see, you can just pull them out with a nice little tug, and then you can pop on another hand, just give it firm press, and it locks there nice and tight. One thing I have to mention about the hands. I am not a huge fan of how they look. I wish they had more detail and texture that made them pop out more. I get that they were going for a more worn-out look, but they look a little too smooth and plasticky for my taste, instead of looking like a real-life clothed material. Now, all of those hands are gonna go well together with all of the Boba Fett's other accessories. Trigger hand holds onto the blaster perfectly, so you can recreate some iconic Boba Fett poses. Mixing and matching the various hands, you can get some really great poses out of Boba holding his rifle. He's even able to get some cool two-handed poses, which I feel is a requirement with the character. Another accessories that are exclusive to this deluxe set are the flame effect pieces that plug into the exhaust ports on the jetpack. They are made from nice slightly translucent reddish orange plastic. It's a little too dark orange for my taste. Lighter, more yellowish color would look more realistic. Many have criticized these pieces for being too cheap looking, but seeing them up close they look decent enough. They are not the best flame effects I have seen, but they do their job. I am a bit disappointed Hot Toys did not include a version of the rifle that has the tip of the barrel cut off, like in the scene from Jedi, where Luke slashed it off with his lightsaber. That would have opened up some more posing options. I was also surprised that there was no blaster pistol included either. There's no excuse for leaving it out. Then this figure would have truly been worthy of a deluxe title. Guess the economic depression is starting to show here with the lack of extra accessories. And of course, just like with all of the Hot Toys 1/6 scale collectible figures, he also includes few stands. Included are 2 different display stands. He does stand really well on his own, but they are there if you want to use them. One is a basic stand that has some deco that looks like the floor of the carbon freezing chamber from the Cloud City. At the front of it, there's a nice plaque with the Star Wars logo and the character name printed on it. And of course it's got the extendable stand on there that just places right between the figure's legs. That way you can keep him standing once you've got him posed. Now if you want to be more flashy with your display, exclusive to this deluxe version set also includes this massive Sarlacc diorama stand. Upon removing the base from the box, there's some minor assembly required. Stand does come with sheet of instructions that shows you how to put it together. It's very easy to do, but instructions are there if you need them. Once you get it all put together, it makes for a really cool piece. It's a great sculpt that seems to perfectly capture the look straight out of the film. Looking at the base, it is probably one of my favorite parts of the entire thing. The details worked into the stand are spectacular. Tentacles and the pit itself have a really great sculpt, and a fantastic paint job that really brings out all the details, and gives them a look that's suitably slimy and disgusting. Pit has nasty looking sharp teeth in it. They are made from softer, bendy plastic, so you don't stab yourself by accident. Rocks surrounding it have got that very cool kind of rock look to it. There's lots of great little grooves and cracks kind of sculpted into all the rocks, and it's painted with this really nice dark gray paint, but it's got some nice kind of brushwork on there also, so there's some variance in the colors. They really look fantastic, and it's a great base for Boba to be standing on top of. This makes for one epic display, and it's going to look so epic up there on the shelf. has been a review of Hot Toys 1/6 scale Boba Fett Deluxe action figure. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with 6th scale collector figures. I don't get a lot of these, I only get them few and far between. But being a huge fan of Star Wars, and especially being a fan of Boba Fett, this is something I really wanted to pick up and add to my collection. I have to say that I am just as, if not more, impressed with this figure than with the figures I have got before. This right here is a serious high-end collectible. Everything about the figure, starting with the packaging, just oozes quality. Just the amount of care and the attention to detail that was put into his overall costume and look is astonishing, and he's going to make for a great display piece on your shelf. I only have few minor complaints, such as the lack of extra weapon accessories. I wish the brackets for the jetpack weren't so flimsy and the sculpt and the paint on the hands was a little bit better. I would say, if you were a huge Star Wars fan, love the character of Boba Fett, or even if you're just a fan of sci-fi in general, and of course for all those obsessive Hot Toys collectors out there, Fett here is a great addition to your collection. I got to give a extra special thanks for my friends over at Headhunter Store for helping me to get this set for this review. You can pick this up online right now. They are available on stores like the Headhunter Store. Until next time, and remember, you're never too old to play with your toys.